class again, the Comprehensive Construction Management and Emerging Practicing Classes practices. This is basically the course to get you prepared for the AC Level 1 exam. There are some changes this semester, and as you know, with COVID being what it is and on-site gatherings being highly frowned upon at the university has decided that in addition to the fact that the AIC does not offer this exam online, that we are going to be administering a final exam this semester that is not the AC Level 1 exam. Some of you who knew students from last semester know that that's what we ended up doing since COVID was an issue and we were concerned about student safety. And so the AIC has informed us that they will not have an online exam ready until the spring of 21. And so this class is a 1-hour credit class, and it will prepare you for the equivalency of a final exam that the University of Houston will administer. So there are some important changes from last semester that everyone needs to be aware of, and that's the purpose of this introductory video. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dr. Lana Coble. I am a CPC, certified construction professional, and we're going to walk you through this class. The class will all be online through Zoom. So if you are watching this video, you have received an email from me with a link to go watch this video in the introductory phase on Blackboard. The class will be conducted entirely on Blackboard and on Zoom. So you will need to go to the web. You don't need to purchase an account or set up an account. You just need to download the software so it's on your laptop so that you can access Zoom on a weekly basis. The class will be entirely through Blackboard. There are some changes this semester relative to previous semesters. There will be grades given for this class. In the past, the class was set up to where all you had to do was pass the AC Level 1 exam. That is not the case anymore. You will be getting a grade for this class. So it's important to realize that there are going to be new requirements. I'm going to go through these right now. And then we're going to want you to log into Blackboard and start checking the situation out. So what you see on the screen here is the syllabus for this semester. Again, you need to go onto Zoom. And as I've put right here, you will need to download Zoom to your laptop computer. You do not have to set up a subscription to Zoom. The purpose of this class is to get you ready for what would have been the AC Level 1 exam, which is now going to be the final exam administered through Blackboard by University of Houston. And you will be expected to take weekly quizzes. They will be part of your grade. So I will get down to that in a second. One of the things that I am going to expect from you in this class, in order to be able to provide a secure environment through Zoom, because there were some issues earlier, there is a password required, which means you have to go to a waiting room. And then when I see your name pop up, then I'll know that you were one of the invited attendees, and you can then be admitted into the class. So this process is disruptive because if I start talking and then I have to pay attention to letting you in the class, it doesn't bode well for those trying to listen to my train of thought, because I'll lose my train of thought. So one of the most important things about this is I need for you to be on time. This class is Monday for 2 hours from 4 to 6 p.m. So I need for you to be at your laptop ready to call into class by at least 3:55 because it's going to start promptly at 4 o'clock. So please do not be late. It is disrespectful to your other students because of the disruption that it causes. One of the other aspects I'm going to ask is it's very difficult online for me to get to know you, so I am going to ask you to show your screen. When you log in, please mute your voice, but I want to see your face. It's important for me to help me to get to know who you are and identify what your names are so that we can develop that chemistry during this semester. So that is one thing I'd like for you to do. The next thing is attendance is part of your grade. So I'm going to want you, as I said, to log in promptly at 4 o'clock. If you're not online by 4:15 p.m., then your attendance will not be marked as complete for that day's class. I'll get the list of people that attend off of Zoom. And so what I'm going to need for you to do when you log in is go to the chat section and type in your name and PeopleSoft ID number. So I've got a record of the fact that you were on the that day's session. Okay? Not hard, just gonna have to get the discipline to do it. There is also, I have a policy about we are going to be having weekly quizzes that are a part of your grade. If for some reason you cannot take these quizzes and you're being given a week, you need to notify me. It better be an emergency because I'm giving you a full week to take these quizzes. So please be aware of that policy. The information being taught will address the 10 constructs that are part of the AIC exam. They're listed here and I've highlighted in blue. The test final exam will be approximately the same percentages. They may be a little lower in some places and a little higher in some, but they're going to be pretty close. So you get an idea what's going to be on the content and on the final exam. So this is also different here on the examination fee. Normally there'd be a $165 fee that you would need to log into AIC and register for the exam. Since we are going to be administering this to the U of H, you don't have to do that, so there is no fee. You will be asked to log in to SurveyMonkey, and there will be a date that you need to register for the exam that you're going to be taking it, because we need to be able to set it up within Blackboard. That deadline for registration is October 17th of 2020. So the link to the survey, I've given you that. So by that date, you need to click on this link and register for taking the final exam. Talk about your grade structure for the class. Normally, we would offer a mock exam during the semester. That is if only in the condition that we are actually taking the AC Level 1 certification exam. Since we are not taking that, the mock exam will not come into play. So your attendance is 20% of your grade, your weekly quizzes is 40%, and then your final exam is 40%. So it's important to note that obviously if you do not pass the final exam, that you won't pass this course. Students have up to 1 year to pass the next semester's final exam. So if you don't pass it this fall, In the spring, you will end up having to take the AC Level 1 certification. If you pass it, then your grade will be retroactively amended to show that you passed it. So if in fact you take the exam and you 2 more times and you do not pass, then you will be required to re-enroll in CM4220. So it behooves you to really put in the time and effort to work to pass this exam the first time. So now let's talk about the way the class is set up. I will be giving you video modules to watch before each class. And so I like to do the lecture on your own time, where you can watch it on your own time and really absorb the material. And then I like for you to come to the classroom on Zoom with questions, because I feel like that we learn best if your questions are being addressed and we can work as a group to help create better understanding. So it's called a flipped classroom. It's worked very effectively on other times. So I think you'll probably enjoy this a lot better, and I think it will also be more effective. So each class, you'll notice here I've got it set up to where I refer to the different modules here. Those are the different learning skill sets, outcomes that we want to have. And before each class, you need to watch the video. So before your class on 8/31, you need to have watched the first video on communications, management, and materials. After the class, you will then need to take the quiz for that information. I'm going to give you a week to take that quiz. So you've got ample time to get that in. Scheduling is the second module. Budgeting and cost control is the third. Bidding and estimating is the fourth module. And I've allowed 2 classes for it because it can sometimes be the most difficult module to get through. If we don't need it, great. We pick up time on our schedule. If not, we've got the time there for us to use. The 5th module is on safety, and then on 10/17 you'll be required to register for the Blackboard exam on SurveyMonkey. The 6th module is on geomatics and engineering concepts. Geomatics is basically surveying, for lack of better words. And again, I'm going to tell you, engineering is not my strong suit. So Dr. Sanucci has been kind enough, and I've recorded his video on this, which I think will help. So I'll need your questions on any time you've got questions for the class, which I encourage everybody to post at least one question during the semester. If you post them by close of business on Friday, then I have enough time to be able to get those answers by class time on Monday prepared for you, so that we can be more productive when we're all together online on Zoom. And then the last module is ethics and administration. I've got 1 class in there for review, and then your final exam will be on 11/7. So that covers that. There's also 1 additional reference resource. The AIC offers a class for $25 that you can take. It's a study course. It's self-paced. You're more than welcome to take that. I don't have a recommendation one way or the other. What I will tell you is that I have a lot of material posted in Blackboard in each of these modules, and you're going to see the new version versus the old version. The original version of all the materials was over 800 pages. So the new version is not that lengthy, thank goodness. And but you've got both materials to be able to go back and reference and make use of to study by. So I think between the quizzes, between listening to the videos and then coming to class and asking the questions, I think that you've got more than enough to be able to get you prepared for the class. So this is the introduction. I look forward to meeting everybody in the class on the 24th. And until then, we will see you. And if you want to get a head start, go log on to Blackboard and start going through those modules and watching the videos and reading the material. Okay? Thank you very much. Bye-bye.